robot tonight. Oh yeah, we're already live. I haven't
Yeah.
even started yet. Shit.
Yeah.
I ain't doing a long one tonight. That's all you get.
Oh, wow. No, do it a little bit more because that was just that was
No,
like my level of enthusiasm.
no, don't tell me what to do.
Fine.
I,
Be
I
that
got
way.
all bummed out because I wanted to do the Transformers theme, but there's too many like laser sound effects and shit that I wouldn't have done it right.
Oh yeah.
All
Fine,
right.
Night Strike. If he's going to be that way, take away Smeggy's money from YouTube.
I would.
That's a,
I
a
would
good
if he's gonna
thing.
act like that.
Take away
All
his
Schaefer
lively.
royalties have been revoked.
Yeah.
Your your money from YouTube has been revoked, Smeggy. You'll be out on the street in a matter of days.
Oh, bummer.
Uh, we're not making any money off of this anyway, so it's.
I wouldn't pay for this shit.
I wouldn't. Well, I would for some of the stuff we say in the after chats, but that's just me.
Okay, so you're going to say all the intelligent things you said in the after chat of my show yesterday that you forgot to say when it was live?
Oh, right. So I guess
Let's hear your
today,
Greek joke.
today we're gonna preface this with the whole. Yeah, I know it's not really American and it's not gun stuff, but I wanna broach the topic of the whole Britain exiting the EU. So I got a joke for you guys. Okay, you ready for it? All right, here it is.
I've already heard it twice before, so go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Europe must have a detergent-based economy because they're tough on Greece. All right.
I
Yeah.
don't
Well,
get it.
that's perfect. All
Oh
right.
wait, no, I do get it. It's just not funny. Okay.
Armageddon it.
Yeah. All right. So, what you know more about this than I do, Hawaii. So why don't you start talking about it?
About
Britain
About
exiting
what?
the EU. You know,
they voted to leave the EU. They voted to leave the EU, and now David Cameron is over there, not invoking Article 50 of the Lisbon Accords, which is somebody has to do in order to leave the EU, and he's too much of a pussy to leave the country to do what the voters told him to do. After he was the one who came up with the brilliant idea of having this vote where people could either vote to do nothing because they like the status quo or change, and they all voted to change. Or at least more of them did than voted not to do nothing. So, and so basically, the pound plummeted to its lowest level since 1985, and pound sterling is worth less and less. And
$1.33 last I checked.
and it's a lot of its banking stocks are getting dumped on the market.
The
So,
markets are punishing
and
the
all the
British for
politicians
regaining their independence.
all the British politicians stood up in front of the camera and said, "Everything's going to be fine. Don't worry." When somebody stands up and says, "Everything's going to be fine. Don't worry," that's when you run for the fucking door.
okay. Well,
Which is what happened on the stock market. I mean, it like was down 600 points the first day and
It
like
recovered
400 points the
today.
next day.
Or it's on its recovery today. I think the Chicken Little effect is over.
on the whole England leaving the EU thing or the UK, whatever
It
you want
won't
to call
be
it.
over till the fat lady takes a bath.
So that means we have to dress Heavy B up as a lady and dunk him in a bathtub?
Well, he doesn't understand that, it's like a slow motion explosion. When you when you pull the pull the plug out of a bathtub, eventually all the water will drain out. And you're looking at European countries, none of whom can pay their own the interest on their national debt, and some really basket case countries like Greece or Portugal or Spain, that Germany will have to bail out, and
And how did they get
doesn't
into
want
this
to
mess
bail
in the
out.
first place?
Germany
Well,
wants to leave
hang
the
on though.
EU, and they're in charge of it. For fuck's
I
sake!
have a question about that though, because I saw a thing that said that the UK receives more money from the EU than they put into it. So won't the EU as a whole get stronger because they're not sending so much money back to the UK?
If the
Everybody,
UK is recently getting more money that they've been putting in, it's because they've nearly bankrupted themselves the last 10 years putting money in to bail out countries like Greece and Spain.
Heavy B, you're sideways,
We can see you, Heavy B.
and you're sideways.
Yeah. But yeah. Well, I want to broach the whole thing as well, just because I saw this in the news the other day. But I mentioned this yesterday. But England, the United Kingdom Independence Party, which was the ones lobbying to leave the EU, okay? The leader of the party has stated that he wants to restore the handgun rights to the people of England or the United Kingdom because he finds it absolutely, his words, not mine, absolutely crackers that their national and Olympic shooting teams have to go to France to practice firearms.
It is kind of asinine.
Well, we can't practice it here on the Big Island anywhere.
They can't practice shooting in England, so they have to go to France to practice shooting. That
Yeah,
does
if they
seem
want
a
to
bit
come
crazy.
over, just try and invade America again. You'll get all the fucking practice you need. At least got to get one volley in at least.
You know, their Olympic team can't even practice in their own country. Doesn't that seem a little crackers to you? Their words,
Yeah,
not mine.
Tea and crackers. Tea and crackers.
Yeah, it seems crazy. But, you know, I figured I'd throw that little tidbit of guns in there. So, what's next?
Gun channels.
Yeah.
Well,
All
what's
right,
next is, we just have to wait for, everybody else to pull out. You know, if England manages to do this, basically Scotland and Ireland are going to leave the UK, and some prime ministers have to go up to the Queen and explain to the Queen how she lost, Ireland and Scotland, and then the Queen is going to get pissed and dissolve Parliament.
She's going to take her country back, and she's going to reinvade.
She's gonna send the prime minister to France to be guillotined.
By
Wait,
then, it's going to
is she going to put dragon fire underneath Parliament
There you go.
on 5th of November?
I hope so. I mean,
I can't
Well,
picture
no, it's
Elizabeth
not
as
the
being a
5th.
Cersei type person, though.
It's remember the 4th of November.
I thought it was the 5th of November.
The 4th.
well, and the Fox, 20th Century Fox needs to sue Britain for stealing their line that from we will June 23rd will be our Independence Day, and
Actually, you're right. It is the 5th. I thought it was the 4th for some reason.
Ah, in your face, dummy.
Shut up.
what are you talking about?
Somebody hasn't watched V for Vendetta enough times.
There we go. Thank you. All right. What else did we
That was a real thing, though, right? Wasn't it?
It was back in
So,
the
I mean,
day.
it has nothing to do with V for Vendetta.
No. We were
So-
just making a quote.
I saw some enticing link that I tried to click on over how Brexit will affect American gun rights, and I have no idea.
It's not going to affect us hardly at all. If anything, it does. It affects our stocks. Maybe our stocks go up. Maybe they go down. Maybe they stay the same. Who knows? Who can calculate the market? I can't. You can't. No one can.
Right, you have to let the market be the market.
Let the market flow and let the chips fall as they may.
And invest in heavy metals, lead and brass.
There
Lead
you
and
go.
brass.
Fuck gold and
Plutonium.
silver, lead and brass.
Plutonium.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the Clintons invested in, or that the Putin Uranium One keeps sending.
Right.
The Canadian charity money to give funnel to the Clinton Foundation, so she could spend it on her campaign, and take away all our guns. So
Right. So, in other news, I'm gonna post the link over in the chat so people can see this on gun channels. If they haven't joined gun channels, then go over there so you can see the link.
I have a question. If you haven't joined gun channels, how the hell did you find
You're breaking up
This chat.
space.
I honestly want to know people who've never been on gun channels that watch this show.
Well, if like
Damn it.
you have fans and they're listening to your YouTube channel, then they just hit the subscriber button and they saw you live broadcasting, they might just want to see what you're talking about and click on what you're doing and wind up here. So
I think
That's true. I'm just curious, are there any people like that out there?
I think the thing is, we
why
get a
don't you
lot of
go on my
Matt's
YouTube page?
viewers that either like our comments or want to hear what we say next.
or have nothing better to do, so they clicked over here.
Well, or it's the pity subscriber where they're pitying us because Matt said to.
I pity this chat.
No,
Yeah, I'll
Heavy
take
V
it,
did that
man.
last week,
I
so
pity
you know.
the fools on this chat. Okay.
Oh, so you're taking over for Heavy B. I see how it is.
You know, pity sex feels just as good, so I'll take it anyway.
Okay.
Mercy.
I
Yeah,
posted
go for
this
a mercy
link in
fuck.
in the chat, and I'm posting it here again just for you guys. But basically, Armalite, you know, the company that originally made the AR-15 and sold the rights to, you know, Colt, officially went out and said, "Hey guys, guess what? This is an infographic saying what the AR-15, the AR in AR-15 really means. It does not
Armalite.
stand for AR. AR stand assault rifle, assault weapon, or whatever they thought it means. It means Armalite rifle 15. That's what it means." And they released a graphic on it. It's in the Gun Channels chat if you want to click the link. But you know, I'm not going to share it on the thing here because it is too large and you wouldn't be able to see it anyways.
Sounds like a great line for a porn movie.
Yeah, no. A porn movie would you show it, but it's just too large for the screen.
and you wouldn't be able to see it anyway.
Yeah. No. They'd have to zoom out on it where you think it's really small.
It's like the pizza you ate.
Yeah. Well, the problem is it's too. It's not the width of the image; it's the height. And the higher the image is, you know, in actual pixels.
You're not gonna win this.
Yeah. All right.
Next topic.
All right. So I wanted to touch on that. You know, what are your what's your stance on the whole Missouri governor vetoing the permitless carry bill? Because I heard about that today. Apparently, you know, the Missouri governor.
Why? Why did they do
he
it?
vetoed it, and you know.
Wait a minute, I've got double Smeggy.
Double the fun.
Smeggy
Double the fun. Double mint gum.
I need like those. I didn't save my 3D glasses from the movie theater for this.
The other one will go away soon, don't worry. Just like the voices in my head, the other one goes away soon enough.
Uh-oh. All right. Well, anyways, I don't know why he vetoed it, but he did. Apparently, he was not a fan of. Oh, yeah.
Are you
It's
talking about
his name,
Missouri?
Yeah, his name is Governor Jay Nixon. All I have to say on that is Nixon fucks up again.
Damn my internet. You know, they have enough votes to override the veto, so they'll probably still get it. The thing's just not in session right now.
Yeah, but you know, this is what you can say about this. He's probably not getting another term.
There's a lot of politics.
I don't think he was eligible anyways.
I don't think there's a limit on governors.
Yes, there is. And there
Is there?
in California anyway, and Hawaii.
What about Missouri? Does anybody know?
Quick, somebody use Google.
Does anybody in the chat know?
You picked a subject that nobody cares about. What's the next subject?
Moving right along.
Moving right along. I'm running out of shit to talk about.
Bad turkey. Bad turkey.
Bad turkey?
Yeah, that's the next subject. A bomb blew up at
Oh, that turkey.
airport.
Yeah, go ahead. Go.
And-
You
Yeah,
run
I
it.
was thinking Thanksgiving. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking
We're
about?
talking about the Ataturk airport bombing.
Yeah, so, in Erdogan's, first of all, Erdogan just, is an idiot. And, when you have allies like that, who needs enemies? But anyway, ISIS blew up his airport, one of his airports there,
in
and,
Constantinople. I mean Istanbul.
Istanbul.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Turkey's a member of NATO, and we fly we fly F-16s out of their air bases to bomb ISIS, and they fly F-16s out of their air bases to bomb.
Of which Yankee would say they're part of
Kurds.
NATO, allegedly.
Why do I care what Yankee would say? Jesus.
I have to make the joke. So they bombed him. How many people died? What's the situation?
10 dead, 40 wounded, body count still climbing.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought they killed two. I thought there was only 2 gunmen and they killed them.
Yeah,
You
but they
know,
had
and
explosive
Erdogan
belts or
spends
whatever.
all of his
explosives.
life, all the time bashing Israel because it stirs up the base of his voters to get him activated to vote for him, and when nobody in his country likes him, and he just made a deal to forgive Israel or something. Israel's going to send Turkey $20 million and an apology for bombing for landing special forces on a ship who was taking the palace, trying to run the Israeli blockade of Gaza. So, I mean,
And,
Turkey's got to beat up Israel. So Israel would do whatever Turkey wanted, but just, they said, yeah, here, take 20 million and go away, Erdogan. It's such a fucking idiot. I mean, it's like Turkey needs Israel's drone technology. They buy drones from Israel, and they can't work them without Israel's help. And but obviously Turkey has a much larger navy and army than Israel does. So they just, Erdogan, if it politically to his advantage in election to bash the Jews over in Israel and try and run the blockade, to Gaza with a bunch of, explosives or whatever, or, rocket parts, then he'll do it. So, but Israel has to be nice and apologize because they're just not big enough to deal with Turkey. So, bad Turkey. But anyway, they blew up an airport. ISIS did, and
I did see that ISIS did claim responsibility for the attack. So if they're the ones behind it, big shocker there. Or at least they say they're
but
behind.
He's
We don't
probably
know.
going to get online and bitch about how bad Israel is when it wasn't Israel who blew up his airport. It was ISIS. So,
Probably. All right.
if Israel wanted to blow up his airport, they would blow up his airport. They said some of the drones they shipped him to blow up.
All right, Sean.
Hmm?
It's time
For
to talk
racist.
about the emails. And the emails, the Benghazi.
They didn't talk about the emails. They talked about the release of the Benghazi report, which did not name Hillary Clinton at all, but named Donald Trump 23 times. Even
Wait,
though
what?
he had nothing to do with it. His name was
Seriously?
brought up on the report 23 fucking times.
He wasn't even in the government. He had nothing to do with. Seriously?
The long and short of it is the administration fucked up. They did nothing despite repeated requests for security. And, well, the rest is history, right?
Oh, good lord.
But yeah, Hillary Clinton was not named at all in this report. So she's been running around on the campaign trail claiming victory. Like, see, they couldn't even prove anything. Even though all the evidence is damning to the entire administration which she was a part of.
Did you actually read the report?
I'm going through it bit by bit.
Okay. Well, you're the first one who took the time to go through anything of that report.
It's a lot of reading. But yeah, it's pretty damning. It's talking about Ambassador Stevens' multiple requests for security, the fact that the British and NATO pulled out, weeks in advance because even they knew it was a hot spot.
Because the point is, what happened is all the media lapdogs ran out and said what they wanted to say, the report to say, before anybody had even bothered to read it.
Yeah, they prejudged it, and a lot of them didn't even read it.
No, they didn't even have their staff. The staff of the people, the media lapdogs, didn't have time to read it. But they just went out and wrote their little commentaries about the report without anybody having had time to read it. So.
Yeah, I mean, we live in a society right now of buzzwords and emotional outbursts. So why fact when you can react?
Right. That
swear
just
to
disgusts
God,
me.
Don't you just want to beat up every Democrat you see at this point in the election?
Not even a Democrat. It's just I really seriously want to yell at the FBI for not actually even looking. It's not. They didn't even go through the emails.
Well, no, they have. They're going through them bit by bit by bit, and the problem is.
Did somebody say it would take 75 years or something for them to go through them all?
Yes, and that's retarded.
75 years.
I could probably go through those in a year. In a year. Not even half a year.
I mean, we could finally find out who started World War II at this rate,
Hey, wait a second.
Who bombed Pearl Harbor?
Hold on. So you're telling me Hillary Clinton, old lady, sent enough emails in 4 years that they can't read them all in like forever and a day? I mean...
Yeah. In 75 more years, we'll find out if Hillary Clinton
bombed
4
years
Pearl Harbor.
doing it part-time during the day, because that's how long it took Hillary to read the damn emails and respond.
They said it would take them 75 years to sort out and process every email and put it in a comprehensive report for the public to read.
Jesus
We just
Christ.
need to hire a class of 13-year-old children to do this for us.
Obviously.
I don't know. I mean, the report just came out, so
If you
more
give them enough
details.
candy, you could get it done.
This
in a
is going
weekend.
to be a great week to listen to, like, the Sean Hannity show, for instance, because he's going through this
won't
bit
read
by
it
bit by
either.
bit.
He won't read it either. He'll just get on and start ranting.
Oh, no, he goes through this shit. He totally goes through this
He
shit.
has the staffer go through it. He'll just get on and start ranting.
Well, half of them are his family, so yeah.
So I think you mentioned that Gowdy, instead of going half-cocked at Hillary again, he was rather mellow lately.
Well, no, the thing is right now he's being praised and criticized at the same time, because you have to give him credit for being so diligent in trying to find the truth and get the facts, but you still have to call him a bitch because he's not calling out Hillary for it.
Like he was initially.
Yeah.
I just want to know when Hillary Clinton gets hanged. Before or after she's elected president.
Well, they won't impeach her. And she won't leave the presidency.
If she's elected, I'll flip my most of my magazines. I just spent all my Google money on Lancer Advanced Warfighter mags, and I think I'll flip them all for like 4 times what I paid for them if she gets
Who was
elected.
the guy that just became number 51 on the Clinton Deadpool like 2 days ago? The day before he was supposed to testify, he just mysteriously died.
Right.
Yeah.
But I just find it ridiculous that Gowdy he's not being as adamant as he was at the start of this, because when they started the whole Benghazi hearings and whatnot with Clinton, he was rather gung-ho about it. He was literally ready to crucify her.
This is a Republican Party
he wasn't
who has
ready,
not
and
had
he
the
just-
balls to do anything for the
He
last
doesn't know
7.5
how to
years.
crucify anybody except some little, chick from DA Department of Homeland Security doesn't know anything. He should have been a lot. He should have been a lot more better prepared to deal with Hillary, because he just totally screwed the pooch on it. It was basically over at that meeting because he just wasn't prepared.
And on the topic, Hillary Clinton is not a royal, but she is a humongous
Raging.
thundercunt.
Raging, tangerine, terror-cankled thundercunt.
Exactly that.
Hey,
Ow.
did you notice something, though?
What?
Have you been seeing Trump lately on camera? He's not tangerine-haired these days. His hair's starting to go a bit more gray and a bit less orange. Maybe he's been called out on it enough times where he's like, fuck it, this is my real hair here.
So the Oompa Loompas going away?
That might be. Hold on. That might be part of his image plan was to, as he started really getting closer to the real election, him against Hillary, to start changing his hair so then the other side would start taking him more seriously?
Well, it's
Maybe.
Well, let's hope. Let's hope. All right. If anyone has any questions, just shoot us an email. Shoot me an email at least. Nightstrike1@gmail.com, and that's Nightstrike with a Y. So.
yeah, shoot Night Strike.
No, don't shoot me. Just send me an email, okay? If you have a question
An email.
on guns, politics, news, anything. Right now, I'm up to answer any questions, just as long as it's not dead horse about SKSs and trying to pimp them. Because
hey,
I'm not going to pimp my SKS.
Night Strike.
You were in SKS mode last night.
Hey,
You were telling me how
I
they're
like
better
it-
than
I like it
AK-47s and
I like
And-
it stock, okay?
So Night Strike, I shot an SKS this weekend.
And how was it?
It was neat.
Okay, good.
I liked my AK better, but I figured you'd be proud.
Well, I am proud that you made the attempt.
Yeah,
I mean-
that was pretty cool. I did a lot of shooting this weekend. It was fun.
So you know what? While I'm actually waiting for questions, how was it up there? You know, how was the shooting?
Oh, it was good fun. That's
What'd you shoot?
the first day. Me and my dad went out, and so we had, R2 ARs, and then I had my AK, which was awesome. I very much enjoy it. And I had my handgun. He had his handgun. Whatever. Well, then we went over to my dad's aunt's house Saturday night, and his cousin lives across the street, and he works both farms, his own farm and her farm. And we were talking about shooting, and he's like, "Well, shit, man, I wish I could have made it." And so I said, "Well, dude, we're up here on Sunday too. Come on over." And he's like, "Oh, I gotta cut some hay." Well, it rained Sunday morning, so he's like, "I can't cut hay if it rained." So it stopped raining about 11. He came over at noon, and he brought some of his guns, and he's got the thing that I want, the carry handle AR with the regular butt stock. The only thing is he doesn't have the triangle front handguard. He has the regular rounded one.
Right.
But he was talking how he wants to get rid of it. He wants to get or not necessarily get rid of it, but he wants a flat top AR because he has a scope on top the carry handle, which, holy shit, you damn near put your chin on the top of the buttstock to be able to see through the scope.
Did you tell him I've got a flat top AR and I will straight out trade you?
I considered it, but that's where I was getting at. I don't know.
You can always build another. You know how to do it. Just saying.
No, I know, but I was told I can probably find that upper, relatively cheaper. Because I do have a nice, upper and whatnot with the stainless steel and the flat top, but
And just remember, you're keeping it in the family.
right. And he's not very internet savvy either. He saw my trigger and he fell in love with that.
The
God,
ALG defense trigger?
Yeah, the ALG trigger. He was like, "Holy shit, that's awesome." I'm like, "Yeah, it was $60." And he's like, "Where'd you get that?" Because you're not gonna find that at a gun store up north in the middle of nowhere. And he doesn't know how to use this internet thing. He still has a flip phone, So I don't.
He's
In fact,
old
I don't even
school.
know if he. Honestly, I don't even know if he has internet at his house. It's
Probably
just
not.
he's a farmer, He fucking that's what he does. So, anyways, I might fucking buy him the trigger and have it shipped to me, and then next time I go up, give it to him.
When's his birthday? Get it for him for his birthday or something.
Yeah, I don't have any idea when his birthday is. My dad's cousin that I see a couple times a year. Yeah, I'm not sure when his birthday is.
Well, I'm just saying, ideas.
Oh, for sure. He's a super cool guy, man. He's the one that taught me how to butcher a deer, and he lets me shoot all his stuff. So I should get him something.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get him that and something else, and he'll trade me that rifle. So, anyways, those are my little adventures. I had a lot of fun, and the one thing I forgot to do was to put the bayonet on my AK and then shoot it. I forgot to do that.
It shoots just fine without it.
You monster, Smeggy. You monster.
Yeah, I know.
I always shoot my SKS with the bayonet extended because it looks better. And it improves accuracy.
Yeah. You just like front loading it, make it nose heavy.
Maybe just a little bit. Well, the recoil on it isn't that bad, you know. The recoil on the SKS is, you know, next to nothing. Just like the AR-15. I don't notice it. So, anyways, anybody else got anything to talk about or bring up? We're only, I guess, 30 minutes into the show.
Well, G-Webs has his, I guess on the 2nd, he's going to be promoting his Every Second Matters website.
That's right. That's right. He redid under everybody's noses. He went and redid Every Second Matters.
It's really cool. I love the way that he's got a bunch of organizations in there, and it's kind of like the gun channels thing, where each thing has its own like you become a member, and then there's like channels for the different rights groups, and I think he's gonna set it up to get the people that actually run the group to then like come over and run that channel, so they can post up all the news or whatever they want, and then you can follow the ones you like, and then that will pop up like in your news feed or whatever. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I think that's his plan. But it's really cool. He's got it all organized very nicely. Everyone should go check it out.
Yep, here it is. Just preview. I don't know if he's unveiled it yet or not, but I'm just giving you a sneak preview of what it looks like. It looks actually really nice.
Yeah, it's live. And go on there somewhere, like click on organizations over there. Since your screen shared.
Organizations.
See how it's got it broke in all the different categories. It's really nice.
It is, and I am signed up on there. I'm not logged in at the moment, but you can browse the organizations. Let's do that. See, they're all listed by alphabetical too. So we're giving him some free.
I'm really looking forward to that getting filled out more, because he just put like a handful in there. And,
he put all the good ones in. He didn't put any of the bad ones in.
I hope it works.
I do too. I really do.
We'll see. You know how it goes. Give it some time.
Are we draining the bathtub again?
I don't know. Some people just don't like taking a bath.
Well, it's a double bath. Go right ahead. But I believe Sean had it right that, yes, we are draining the bathtub again. I really think that this is going to be a good thing. I've signed up to. It's like gun channels. It's free to join. So you guys should do it.
I think the one I was talking about the other day about the NFA, I think it's the NFA Freedom Alliance, where their goal is to repeal the NFA so that we could have any size barrels we wanted, so that we could have machine guns and suppressors and not have to pay taxes on a right. You know, they're going for a right restored, not a right taken and taxed.
Well, you know, any right delayed is not a right at all. So
I know.
You gotta wait to get that tax stamp back. You don't have that right.
Exactly. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna stop screen sharing that and go back to what I was screen sharing before.
Pornhub.
I'm not Flippy.
He did that?
Yeah, during one of the lobby chats.
Jesus.
And G-Webs got pissed at him and yelled.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why, right? Yeah, all right.
Oh, I have an interesting
Who did that?
topic
Was it Dano?
about that.
All right. Okay,
Hang on,
we
I
have a
got a funny
question.
story. Hang
All
on.
right. Go ahead.
I was perusing the internet one day, and I was watching a video, and there was a rifle sitting in the corner of the bedroom leaning up against the wall. And I spent the whole time trying to figure out what kind of rifle it was. It was some type of AR, but I was trying to see like what accessories they had on it and whatnot. It's kind of funny.
Why didn't you ask?
Anyways, that was my story. It was short.
Okay.
Short story.
All right. We got a question on the channel side. Steven just posted. He has a question. He just bought an AK. Are the locking lugs on the AK-47 magazines supposed to vary so greatly?
Locking lugs?
Well, some are grayly and some are blacky.
No, great, not gray.
Oh, sorry.
Is he talking about the feed lips on magazines?
I think so.
Well, I think he's talking about the little lug, that sticks out the front. My answer would be I don't know if it's supposed to, but it probably does vary just based on who made it.
I think you need to read that question one more time.
So you're talking about the part that actually catches before you rock it in and lock it to the back?
I believe so.
Yeah, it probably just varies between manufacturers depending on
He
how
says
thick
he's
the
found
material
so
is.
much variance between different magazines. He can't. I can't possibly imagine how an AK could accept all AK magazines.
Well, I mean, they're built to such slack and loose tolerances. I mean, it's sort of like throwing a hot dog down a hallway, isn't it?
I knew a girl like that once.
I mean, a lot of girls like that.
So, I got a magazine that doesn't fit.
I think the
All the
short
other ones
answer
work,
is
but,
the
yeah,
AK
I got one,
platform
it
in
was-
general, it's loose tolerance because it has to be able to deal with any situation, and then every manufacturer, depending on the thickness of the material and what type of material they're going to use, yes, there's going to be lots of variations. 95% of them should fit, unless it's ridiculously oversized.
All right, Steven, how much did you pay for that AK? What did you get a deal on that? Because I'd like to know. Apparently, he said he got a Century Arms AK-63D.
3D? That means you wear those movie glasses with it?
It's the model, so it's made. Apparently, it's made on Hungarian parts. So, to me, it just looks like a regular AK. Doesn't look like one of the other Hungarian AMDs where you've got that foregrip that looks ugly. I don't like that one. So. Okay, so that's not so bad, yeah. I wouldn't have gotten it there, but to each his own.
There's
Well,
nothing
I've got
wrong with
a lot
them.
of AK mags, and some fit better than others, but they all basically work. Just if they don't fit perfect, they're a little.
Yeah,
more
apparently it's an
yeah.
AK-63 parts kit with a milled C39 receiver. So. Oh, you didn't buy it from Buds. Okay. Good. All right. Anybody else have anything?
I missed what was said because my keep dropping out of the call. So
We're
I
talking
have no
about
idea.
AKs.
Oh, I don't give a shit about them anyway. So go ahead.
You only care about AR-15s and freedom.
And
That which you
1911s.
don't have in California.
And Barretts.
1911s.
Lots of Barretts.
I take it back. I wouldn't mind having an AK-47. I mean, it's nice to have the
If you were
stepchild
able to own
family
one in
out there.
California.
Oh, we can. They got like a little bullet latch on it.
Not the same. It's not the same, and you know it.
It's the exact same, just with
You
the
just
stupid
buy-
California bullet latch on it.
Can't you just buy an AK and put the 10 round mags in instead of the 30s?
I'm surprised you're not going on a rant about that crap that they just passed in Hawaii.
I
He
did.
did
he
that
did that last
yesterday.
night.
I mean, I'm sure you did yesterday, but
If you send me $10, I'll rant for you. But it might be too big to fit in your receiver.
But again, if anybody has any questions, either throw them in the chat out there or send them to nightstrike1@gmail.com, and yeah, we'll try and go over them. I'm always open for questions. I don't hardly get any.
I posted that Governor Ige is a traitor on the members' posts. Somebody posted a picture of him signing the damn bill, and I posted that I thought he's.
oh yeah, that's all over social media too.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I hope the governor sees it. He's a fucking traitor.
I have a question.
Go for it.
Okay, so what do you think the odds are, or the ability of the president to somehow try to put in, like, lead can't be used in bullets and do that as an executive order through the EPA? Do you think that's a possibility coming down the road towards the end of his term?
He could try, but then we could have then the Republican Senate would say, yeah, well then the military can't use them in all their weapons.
If you really want to get into how bad it is, the last lead foundry in the United States closed almost a year ago, so it's not like we have it already anyway.
Well,
But-
yeah, all it's coming out of China.
I mean, even if that were the case, okay, so rounds are going to be a little more expensive, but there are plenty of alternatives. I mean, those, like Daniel Defense, or not Daniel Defense,
So they're
sorry.
only going to use depleted uranium.
Lehigh Defense, extreme penetrators, and things like that. Those are solid brass. I mean, they've got those ARP rounds, those polymer, copper, whatever, hybrid rounds or whatever. Those things are screaming out the barrel because they're so lightweight.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's plenty of alternatives. I mean, he can executive order anything he wants. It's not like the next president's just going to, erase them on his first day, because we all know that Hillary's not going to win. So
Well, I don't know that because
I'm
he
just,
seems to be
being
leading.
optimistic.
I'm being optimistic too.
back
Don't
in
take
it.
that away from us. Don't Hawaii. Don't take that away from us, please.
Well, it's not up to me who wins the election.
Positive, just this once.
Stay positive, just this once. I know you're always about, the economy failing.
The world is coming to an end, motherfuckers.
just one night. Be positive. I know it's hard, but try.
Well, he's got every reason not to be. I mean, shit. They took away bacon. They took away salt. Now they're putting him on lists. He's got some anger issues to deal with right now.
He doesn't have a range to shoot
Beat
at.
up the governor. What do you want from me?
Go scalp him.
Scalp him?
Yeah.
He doesn't have like any hair.
That's the American way. Scalp him.
He has to have hair first.
Wow, scalp him. No, I don't think we scalp people anymore.
Hashtag scalp him.
They do on Preacher.
They did on Preacher last night. We didn't talk about Preacher too much last night, did we?
No,
I saw something about him preaching and making someone swear to follow God or something.
And he totally followed God. Right up to that guy saying, "I'm sorry, I'm late." Blam!
I
Get
just
shot in the chest with a shotgun.
Yeah, so are they
Did
finding
you see
out
the shotgun
because-
he was using? That was one of the what was it?
I must have fallen asleep.
That was
before
the what was it? The KSG, I think.
Is that what that was? I saw it was kind of goofy looking. I didn't watch
think
it
that
close
was the
enough to see what it was.
KSG. So, we got a question. All right, let's see. This is from Patrick. He says he has 2 AR Ruger 5.56s, and he has an Armalite. No, he's like, I have 2 ARs, Ruger 5.56 and Armalite Eagle Arms Eagle 15. I was thinking of getting an X-Tar EXP 5.56 AR-15 pistol before the Thunder Cunt gets in the White House. God forbid. What are y'all's opinion on this gun? It seems very cool and could be a better choice for home defense than an AR rifle. I live in Texas, a free state.
Ah, good.
Thanks,
So
Patrick.
Texan.
Okay, well, honestly,
Get a shotgun for home defense. I mean, I don't think that.
Don't pull a Biden, please. Don't pull a Biden.
No, what I want to say though is that I just don't think when it comes to home defense, people necessarily always plan rationally for who they're going to be fighting. I mean, chances are you aren't going to have 7 tactical operators in full body armor breaching your door. You're going to have a couple, drug addicts who need to steal something that they could sell really quick for an ice fix. And so you have to plan for who you're really going to fight is all I want to say. And I
So
don't
you're basing this on the 3 rounds or less in a confrontation type situation.
I'm basing this on who the opponent is going to be.
Sure. I mean, realistically,
what are your
it's gonna be
chances of
somebody-
actually having to fight 7 guys, tactical operators in full body armor that you're going to need a bullpup rifle for? I mean, let's face it. If you're going to fight, if you're going to be doing urban combat, then get a bullpup rifle and
it's
some
questions
binary
about
explosives
ones.
and a bottle of gasoline, and you could blow them all up when they stand. I mean, because you're not going to win that kind of a fight. But all I want to say is you have to figure out who you're going to be fighting.
His question is about wants, not requirements for situation. Though.
Well,
Like he wants an AR pistol, basically.
Well, then buy whatever gun is going to put the biggest smile on your face.
Exactly.
But if you're planning for home defense, then you have to figure out who you're going to be fighting.
All right. So short answer: if you want an AR pistol, get an AR pistol.
Absolutely.
If you're going to do it for home defense,
figure out who you're going to be fighting, and then get the best weapon for that.
Well, if your house isn't like the size of the White House or something, then you probably want like a low velocity round so you don't overpenetrate. You probably want something like a frangible round so it doesn't go through your walls even if you do overpenetrate the guy you're shooting at. And hey, you're in a free state, so
it doesn't mean a shotgun won't be the best weapon still.
No, of course not. But I mean, for me, I keep a Beretta right on my nightstand. I mean, it's literally within arm's distance. You have to think about where are you going to keep this rifle or this shotgun when you hear a bump in the night too? Can you reach over and grab it immediately, or do you have to go across the room into your closet, open the safe, whatever you have to do to get to it? I carry a Beretta PX4 subcompact on my nightstand, and I daily carry a compact on my holster. So it's like I have 2 platforms that feel similar, and then I carry 15 rounds in one and 13 in the other. I'm pretty confident in my home defense situation when it comes to that. But it's easily accessible. You have to think about accessibility, penetration, noise, whatever. If it's what you really want, go for it. I don't think someone's going to split hairs saying that you shouldered your AR pistol in a home defense situation. I don't think anyone's going to care.
With the X-Star, it doesn't have a buffer tube, so there's nothing to shoulder.
Oh.
It's all internal. It's a bufferless AR pistol, which it looks cool, but Kel-Tec also has an AR pistol too, and I know it's Kel-Tec, and all connotations to it, but they did the same thing with that too. It looks more like an airsoft gun than it does an actual AR pistol, but it still does 5.56. It does think the magazine, so it does have to be mentioned. I think it's the PLR.
Okay, I'm seeing one. I'm looking at one now.
But either way, I honestly, if you just want a AR pistol without a buffer tube, then yeah, go for the X-Star.
Was his question based on? Can you read his question again?
Yeah, I'll read his question again, just so you understand. He may just want it for home defense, but he already has 2 ARs.
Read his question.
Okay. I have 2 ARs, Ruger AR-556 and Armalite Eagle 15. I was thinking of getting an X-Star EXP 5.56 AR pistol before the Thunder Cunt gets into the White House, God forbid. What is your opinion on the X-Star EXP 5.56 AR pistol? It seems very cool, and could it be a better choice for home defense than a standard AR rifle?
Well, obviously, you won't have to deal with corners in your house as much as if you had a full AR rifle. I mean, it's...
Since it's a pistol, the barrel's going to be much shorter, too.
Right.
I I
would
don't
say,
know, man. Judgment call, because it's still a pistol. I mean, it's going to be kind of front heavy. The only advantage you're going to have is, high capacity magazine, but
It's a big advantage.
yeah.
Again, it really depends on he doesn't say he wants it. Does he say he wants it for home defense in there?
he's asking if it would be better to use for one of those would be better to use for home defense than one of his ARs. Essentially, is
Yeah,
what I'm taking.
the longer barrels can be a problem, obviously, in tight quarters. So
And since it doesn't, since the pistol doesn't have a buffer tube and it has a short barrel because it's a pistol, it might be an acceptable home defense gun. Granted, a bit bulky, just in the factor that it still takes standard AR-15 magazines because,
It just
the way
seems
it's
too
configured.
big for the job you want to do with it.
Yeah, well,
It's still a handgun ultimately, and
Yeah,
it's going to
and
be a
then what
long,
is-
big, bulky handgun.
What does bulky have anything to do with it? He's not trying to conceal carry it. He's talking
Well,
about
yeah.
using it for home defense stuff.
I
But
realize
think
that,
about ability too.
but
Would you rather double tap somebody with 240s in like a Glock that you can handle all day long, or do you want to have something that's a bit long with a bit heavy of a magazine that you're going to hold with one hand and maybe hold the forend on it with the other, and it's going to hop around in your hands? I mean, it's really whatever you want. I mean, it's if you want it, go for it. If it's a desire that you just want to have and just to, play around with, then go for it. It's just you're not going to know if it's going to be a good home defense tool until you have one and until you start playing with it at the range and actually considering if this is something you would
trust your
use in a
life
home
on.
defense situation. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't use it. I mean, that's just me. I've got pistols all day long that I can use, but I mean, if you really want it, go for it.
But if he doesn't have any pistols other than
perfectly
just
happy with
ARs.
a lot less expensive Ruger LC9S Pro and a Crimson Trace laser on it. I mean, I'm perfectly
LC9.
happy. It's good enough, and if I was expecting more trouble, then I'd, pick my shotgun and load it, with the 18 rounds of, or 18, 3.5-inch Magnum, 18 pellet buckshot.
My
Those were-
coworker uses a 7.5-inch AR pistol. He shoulders it because it's at home. It's his home defense thing. It's 300 blackout. He uses subsonic rounds. It's about as short as a quote rifle as you can get without it being an actual rifle.
But you don't really need that kind of a weapon for home defense.
Right. I mean, it's overkill, but I mean, he uses subsonic frangibles. It's short, compact. It's controllable because he can bump it up against his shoulder if he has to. That kind of thing. I mean,
I guess use whatever you feel most comfortable
Not
with.
that we advocate that thing at all because that's illegal.
it's comfort and control mainly. And
I
then
would say
the
try
desire.
that if you can find a place where you can try one of those out before you buy it.
Rent one
try-
if you can.
Yeah, rent one if you can from like a local Ranger one. Since you're in Texas, you can probably find anything in Texas. So
I mean, they look
see,
kind of cool. It's just
see if you can find one. See if it's the type of gun that you absolutely want to trust your life with. And if it is, sure, go ahead and use it. But if you want a different handgun, if you don't want to spend a lot of money, there are a lot of good options for like some compacts and some subcompacts that do the same job and aren't as big.
let's
Yeah,
do
and
it
I
like
the
this.
Ruger
Would we
LC9S
use one
Pro
as a home
because it's
defense
got-
gun? What's a good way to answer that?
I like my Ruger LC9S Pro. It's got no safeties on it. Nothing to go wrong. I don't have to click anything. Don't have to find a button. Don't have to dick around. You just, grab the thing. The laser comes on, and what you see is what you get.
I mean, if we went through the panel and asked if we would use one as a home defense gun, I'm pretty sure all of us would probably say no for whatever reason.
No.
Don't go count your chickens before they hatch. I like the idea of using a rifle round as a home defense round rather than a handgun round. So I mean, there's that.
Oh, yeah, we're not saying the
We're not
idea's
against
bad.
the caliber. We're against the platform. I mean, if you
So-
wanted to use a rifle round, why don't we just use a BFR 4570 revolver then?
Though, Sean, I do have my 1911 and my 92S on my nightstand. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't just. Trust 9mm entirely. That's why I got the 1911 there
Well,
because
you just
45
can't-
AARP.
Why wouldn't you trust 9mm with a hollow point? Some Hornady bullets.
Because I'd rather have the 45.
I used to trust myself with a PPK in 380 with fucking Lehigh extreme penetrators, and they were hot loaded. I mean, they
I don't
work.
trust 380s because if
You were
just
ballsy,
aren't
man.
gripping
You were
it right,
ballsy.
if you aren't gripping a 380 right, it might not cycle. If you're panicked or sleepy or just not awake, and
It's a
something goes
PPK.
wrong.
It's older than my dad. It's just it works. It's been proven to work.
With 380s, well, whatever. I don't trust 380s, but I have one, and I'm probably gonna sell it if Hillary gets
Well,
elected. I'll see
well,
what I can get
why,
some
why
panic
wouldn't you
sheep to
trust
pay
the
for.
380 with a hollow point?
Because it doesn't always cycle. At least mine doesn't.
Oh, well, then, yeah, you probably shouldn't
I'd
trust
rather
that.
go with the 9. The 9 always cycles.
What do you
Yeah,
think,
but why would
Specs?
you choose 380 over 9? That's the same question you were asking Nice Strike. Why wouldn't you trust the 9mm instead of even a 45? It's preference at that point.
Yeah, well,
No,
I
have a
prefer
specific
the 45.
I prefer that the damn rounds the gun cycles. That's what I prefer.
The
Well, yeah.
45 is my go-to gun on my nightstand. But if I need backup, I've got the 9mm there, so I'm good.
Well,
You know.
not too many times. Yeah, I agree. I like the larger caliber rounds for home defense. I mean, I'm not talking about like Magnum loads or anything like that. I'm just talking like 40 SW.
Yeah, 9mm
45.
hardy bullet will get the job done.
But in this guy's question, he's asking about an AR platform as a pistol. I find it a very viable home defense option. As one,
I do
you're
too.
getting rifle caliber for self-defense in a small package to be able to move through your house easier.
Though I would recommend what Sean said is get the frangible bullets. See if you can get some frangible 223 and use that instead of just the standard full metal jacket or hollow point.
Why not use standard full metal jacket?
Get incendiary so you can set the
walls.
fucker on fire.
People on the other side of said walls, pets on the other side of said walls.
He didn't say whether he lived in an apartment complex
Exactly.
or whether he lived in a house. So the frangible units, frangible ammunition won't do as much damage as a normal, full metal jacket or say a hollow point would.
Do you ever factor in whether you like or dislike your neighbors in these choices in ammunition?
It doesn't matter because the police will say, well, you weren't using, good, the right ammunition, so we're going to haul you off to jail.
In Hawaii, the police are required to haul you off to jail. They don't have a choice. So it doesn't matter what you say or what they think. They're required by law to take you off to jail for at least
because you don't have
48 hours.
castle laws in Hawaii.
Yeah, the only castle law we have in Hawaii is that if somebody robs you and you have to shoot them in self-defense, that they can't sue you in civil court. But the DA can still prosecute you. So, it's just a civil.
Why are you still even living there?
Because he has a condo to sell.
Oh,
And
right,
if he left, he would find happiness and he would never be able to be miserable.
Oh,
Yeah,
up,
it's
you
true.
Fucker, bastard.
It's true. Yeah, he lives in Hawaii, but he
Fuck that
loves to
dude.
hate on it. All right.
No,
all
he
right,
just
all right.
wishes it
So
would be
if
better. He doesn't hate Hawaii. He wishes it would be better.
Yes.
Yeah, the governor sucks.
Go make Hawaii
Politicians
great
suck.
again.
yeah, go run for governor. Just
Hawaii Volcano Squad for governor.
liquidate
I'll
all
vote
that
for
gold and silver and run for governor. There you
I'll
go.
vote.
That'll solve all your problems.
Look, if Trump can't buy the White House, how can I buy the governorship? So.
Well, see, what you do is
It's a
you
cheaper
say you
house.
agree- you say you agree with all those
That's for sure.
Republicans that are totally Democrats, and then once you got into office, you totally go full on pro-gun retard.
No, you just have to win your state's National Guard, and you have to win your local PD, and that's it. Job done.
You're done. You repeal all those bad laws.
How do you win the police union without, being anti-gun?
Don't tell them you're anti-gun or you're pro-gun. Just let them assume that you're on their side, and then when they least expect it, that's when you strike.
Holy shit, man! Freedom Munitions, they have this steel cased ammo that's like brass coated.
What?
Yeah, it's they call it American steel. It's steel case made in America that are brass plated to enhance feeding and reliability, and is loaded with the extreme 9mm, 115 grain round, whatever, blah blah blah.
So Freedom Munitions is now becoming the American
Oh God.
the American Tula.
Well, I don't know. I think it's whatever. It's like brass coated steel. It looks kind of neat. But anyways, the reason I mentioned it, it's
It's new.
$8.79 for a box.
Yeah, it's
That's
I
new.
pretty
already have
fucking
so
cheap for
much
9 mil.
damn 9 millimeter already stacked up. I mean, and
Well,
there's
they
no
actually have a
there's no
storefront here in
legal
Houston,
place to shoot it anyway. So
and I usually get I think a 50-round box for like $11. That's just their brass stuff, but
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean
if you have a
that's
place that lets you shoot it, go for it. I don't
well,
know.
I
I like
mean,
to reload, so
right, and that's the thing with the brass coating is like if I get some, I'm gonna forget which one's which, and I don't know how easy. Like maybe once you fire it, you can tell that it's steel. I don't
well,
know.
Freedom has their own head stamp now too. So I mean, if that's the only stuff you have from them, it'll be obvious.
Well, or you could just use a magnet.
I love Freedom. That's true. Use a
all their
magnet.
stuff is remanufactured ammo.
No, they have new
They-
also. They do new also. They actually have
I thought
they
they
have their
just
own
did
head stamp on their brass now too. Like it says Freedom Munitions right on it, or Freedom right on it. I'll take a picture if you want to see.
Yeah, I mean that's and a lot of times like the remanufactured stuff would be whatever like 980 a box and the new stuff was like 10, 15 a box. So it's
I
like,
just
well, fuck, of course I'm going to get new.
I just picked
But
up a
then other
box of the
times
new
the new was
44.
12
So
bucks and the remanufactured was like $9.
Well, we don't always have that kind of choice. Generally, the guy buys the cheapest stuff and has it thrown on the pallet, but we're not going to get the whole smorgasbord over here at the gun shop. So it's like whatever he's got and puts out on the shelf, that's what there is. So,
I just want them to sponsor my channel when I start putting videos up.
Right. People in America, if they
Then
want
I
to
don't
get
have
it,
to
that
reload
seems
so
like a good
much.
deal.
I would love to get a sponsor for Hit or Miss.
Yeah.
No.
well,
Hornady, if you want to sponsor Hit or Miss, I'll start doing Hickok 45 videos.
Oh, you know what, dude? Speaking of
He
Hornady,
cut his hair.
so I shot the 30-06 this weekend, and it was like Hornady American Whitetail or some shit, and that got the best group out of that, out of all the different types of ammo I shot.
Nice. 30-06 is an old favorite.
Yeah, because I haven't shot that rifle that much, and I've only put a couple of boxes of ammo through it, and I haven't stocked up on 30-06 yet because I'm like, I don't know what brand I'm going to like. So I decided to use this weekend. I just picked up a few different boxes of different types, stuff that I can use for hunting, and so I wanted, a soft point, and I got I don't know, I got a couple different weights. I think like 150 and 180 grain, so a couple different types. And I saw that Hornady sitting there. I'm like, well, that looks kind of neat. So I picked that up, and I got the best group out of it.
So that's
So I
their new
might
brass
buy
right
like
there.
a case of that or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I'm using for my SKS from now on. I'm using since I can get it locally. I'm using a Federal Fusion 762x39. It's soft point, and it runs through my SKS reliably. So I just bought a whole bunch of this stuff the other day.
isn't the Fusion stuff more expensive than like Tula or something?
Yeah, it's more expensive than Tula. Thank you. Oh, but the issue is it runs through my rifle just fine, and I don't have to mess with my rifle at all. So
What, you have problems with the Tula?
yeah, it won't run Tula.
Mm.
So which is funny considering it's a Chinese rifle.
Well, it's Chinese rifle, and you're trying to use Russian ammo, so that's probably why it doesn't work.
No, I'm trying to use Russian ammo in a Chinese rifle. It doesn't like Russian ammo. Figure that one out.
That's what he just said, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking listen.
You just said
I
it
didn't want to
backwards.
correct. He was on a roll, so But Sean,
Yeah.
that those 44 max right there, you just
Yeah.
box those up and send them to me.
But you can't get these where you are?
Oh no, I can get them, but I get them for free from you. So go ahead and send them to me.
Oh.
They
I think
will
I
go
paid
free in my 44 lever action.
I think I paid $33 for that. It's a brand new box of 50. It's not reman, but this is what their new brass looks like. They have their own head stamps. It's pretty good stuff. I mean, I've already reloaded another box of their 45 Colt rounds, and I mean they feel and look just like just as good as Starline brass. So I'm okay with them.
Are they not? Are they not doing the brass trading anymore either?
They do. You
Are
can
they
still
still
bring it
doing
in. Yeah,
Okay. Does it have to be their brass, or can it be just any brass?
any brass. They'll take anything.
Okay.
Yeah, their
Like when they
reman stuff
they
comes with
don't
all
remit
sorts of head stamps
free.
on it.
Oh, on that AK, somebody asked an AK question that you printed in the internal. I seem to remember at the gun shop they had some like new PMag for AKs that has like metal and it's like, but it was like super expensive. I think the guy wanted some ridiculous price at the gun shop, like $30 or something for it. It was some new like Gen 3 AK-47, PMag that I had never seen before.
hmm Okay. Did you get one?
No, $30 a piece for an AK mag when I already have like plenty of AK mags that are cheaper that I got for like $5. Why would I pay 30?
Right. All right.
Oh, yeah. Understandable.
I think I'm gonna pick this shit up, man. It's a good price.
All right. Well, you might want to link it for
What do you guys think?
link it for everyone.
Well, I don't want them to
So
fall.
be nice.
How much? How much are you going for?
It's $8.79 for a box of 50 9mm.
That's not bad at all. Is that reman or new?
But it's steel brass, steel cased, right?
Yes, it's a steel case that is brass coated,
Yeah.
so it feeds reliably and whatnot.
So why not? Get a box and try it out. See if it works.
Well, I don't get a box. If I'm gonna have to pay shipping and stuff, I'm getting a lot.
All right, then get a case and see if it works.
Get 3 boxes.
I said a lot, silly goose.
Okay, get 2 cases. See if it works.
View shopping cart.
All right.
Oh shit! 5% off even after that. Hell yeah, man!
Dude,
Great deal.
link me. Come on. Link the internal chat at least.
All right.
He wants to get his ammo order in before you do.
No, it's just I pulled it up on my phone, so now I gotta like find it on the computer and then.
Are you not at home?
You better
Oh, I'm
hurry
at home.
because if Flippy heard it, he's going to buy it out before you can get to it.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. That's always the case, isn't it?
All right, that's what I was doing, fuckers. Nope, that's not what I meant.
Look me up the link for that brass covered little case. And you have requests for it out in the lobby.
I know. I'm gonna link it. I'll just being a jerk for a minute. Jesus. Y'all need to calm down.
But why? No fun if we calm down. I need to be all excited.
I mean, I gave you all the information you need.
Ooh.
But I'll link it for people who don't know how to find it.
Hey, real quick, I wanted to say somebody was mentioning that they bought a.
I know.
30
I'm talking as a person that was too lazy to do dishes, so I went out and bought food. So I'm like, I don't want to do dishes.
I forgot to
Smuggy,
share this with you guys the other day.
You aren't
There
the
you go.
only one. I love country music.
Since we brought her up tonight.
Hey, the African Americans are gonna hate that because look at that bumper sticker. It's got the battle flag on it. You know, the symbol of hate and whatnot.
Got a
Not
picture
really.
of Hillary Clinton on it. Isn't that some kind of battle flag?
No, look at the bottom left.
Yeah, but it's got a picture of Hillary Clinton right in the middle.
It's
Yeah,
because it
that's
had to-
that's because if you take her and tree, you get country.
Yeah. You wanted to make sure there was no confusion when you look at the pictures. So he went ahead and gave you the answer.
Yeah.
All right.
I just don't like Hillary Clinton.
I don't either, so you're not alone there.
Yeah, I don't think anybody here really likes Hillary.
I would say if anyone here likes her, you're probably not in the right chat.
Yeah, I would say so too.
Although, I would encourage anyone that is a whatever anti-gunner or Hillary supporter or something. I'd love to get one of them in one of these chats.
Oh yeah, you can help push the bus.
Push the bus. That's pretty good.
I mean, I can't speak for the other panelists, but I would actually enjoy having a thoughtful and respectful discussion.
How would you do that?
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it. Let's get them libtards on here and fucking talk to them.
That would be great, but it would be the shortest chat in history because I would start the conversation with, name 3 things that Hillary Clinton has done for the nation that's actually benefited Americans. And it would just be dead air until they disconnected.
What's going on here?
We have to bait them better than that. We have to like get them drawn in it and then say that.
I like to destroy them right out of the gate.
It's better because then they come out and they're all like, yeah, rah, 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 and then you nail them with that, and then they're
Oh,
like,
you dirty bitch.
Are you okay, Smegs?
No, I'm having trouble logging in so I can check out here. I don't know why. That should be my fucking password and shit.
I think I might get some of that. I think I'm only gonna get like 250 rounds. I'm a lightweight.
I mean, shit, like I said, that's a pretty good price, and then it's
It is a good price.
5% off, like, after that. So it ends up being, like, you know, $8.30 a box or whatever.
Yeah. All right. I think it's about time we cut it off.
It's time to push the button.
It's time to push the button. I'm gonna kill it.
Hey, does anyone know if G-Webs is doing his AK chat tonight?
He should be, unless he's changed the day he's gonna do it. I thought he said he might do it on the days Yankees not doing his chat.
Yeah, I think he said he was going to do it on the other Thursdays that Yankees chat's not up.
Oh, yeah, he was going to maybe start doing it on Thursdays.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah,
Anyways, there might be an
I
AK
don't know.
chat tonight, people.
Yeah.
You
The
didn't
other
do one this morning? I saw him podcasting something in the morning, but I was...
yeah, he does the Daily Show every day.
That's his daily show. He does that.
Yeah, I saw that one of the
12
topics
o'clock.
was AKs.
Mountain Time.
I didn't
Arizona
have time to listen to it yet.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening.
wait, hold on a second. Did everybody get to plug their shit?
Go ahead.
Friday Night Sights.
There you go. Thank you, Schmitz. Got it.
Check out Friday Night Sights at what time is it again?
7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
And that's what time Eastern?
10 o'clock Eastern.
10 o'clock Eastern, 9
9
Central.
o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Hawaii time.
There we go. All right. Also, check out sheepdogleather.com in case you want to get a wonderful holster or, a gun belt to put your holster on, or both.
And magazine pouch. Don't forget magazine pouch.
Oh yeah, I got a belt, magazine pouch, and a holster making it right now.
And
He
on
does some
Mondays-
wonderful holsters, so you really should check him out if you haven't already.
And Mondays is Lock and Load on the Hawaii Volcano Squad YouTube channel and gunchannels.com/HVS. So check that out. Any old
And then there's
time.
another show you guys need to check out. It's called Hit or Miss. It's on Tuesdays.
I don't really like that one.
Yeah, I come on that show and they ask me to talk about how bad the new gun law is in Hawaii, and then they all jump on me for complaining about how bad Hawaii is.
That's a good thing because then they're taking it out on you and not me. So yeah, let's do that some more.
Oh, don't worry. Well, we're gonna take it out on you also.
And the world will end eventually because of the Brexit, but I don't know when. So.
Well, it's
All right.
good.
Well,
And I don't know when Heavy B is going to take a bath either.
Well, he takes showers. He doesn't take baths. He's a grown man. Does it need to have a little rubber duck in the tub?
When you take the plug out of a shower, the water will drain out eventually, and
All
that
right,
was
all right, all right, all right,
Look,
all right.
I'm going to use an analogy I heard about